Hey guys, welcome to another session of Node.js. In this session, we are going to see how to read the content from JSON file and how to write content back to the JSON file using the file system module of Node.js. So before that, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for all the updates. So I have a simple Node.js project where I am having the index.js file and package.json file. As a first step, I am gonna create a folder called assets. As part of this session, I am gonna use products.json to read the content and write the content back to the JSON file. So under the assets, I am gonna create products.json file, and I am having the JSON data handy, so I am gonna use that. So we have now array of products and we can see that title, type, everything. Let's close that. And now it is not best practice to write entire business logic and application logic inside the index.js file or a controller. So let us create the folder called repositories, repos. Under the repositories, I am going to create a file called product repository.js. So we are going to read it as product repository, and here I am going to create a module and export the get products and write products methods or functions. So as a first step, we should import the file system module. We use the require keyword to import the modules in Node.js. Require, and in single quotes I am going to mention the module name. Module name is fs file system, and let us assign this to one variable. So I'm going to make it as fs. You can give any name. Please watch suggested video to know how to import and export the modules. We should have the file path to read content or write the content. So let file underscore path. So this is the naming convention that we should use. Single quotes dot slash. I'm going to use the relative path, assets, folder name, and then under the asset we have products.json. Make sure that you mention the correct path and you spell it correct. And after that, I am going to create a function. So get products equal to, I am going to use the arrow function here. So if you are not aware of the arrow function, please watch my suggested video where I explained all the ES6 features along with the arrow functions. To read the content of the file, we are gonna make use of read file function of the file system. fs.read file. If you notice the signature of the read file, you can see that it is having the parameter path, and then it is taking options, and it is having the callback function where it provides error and data. So data is type of buffer, and this is very important point that you need to remember. So let's mention the file path. So file path, and then we don't require to pass the option, so let us implement the callback function. Here again I am going to write the arrow function. We know that this callback function will accept two parameters, that are error and data. Once the read file execution completed, we are going to get either data or error. If there is any problem while reading the data, we are going to get the error details in the error object. Otherwise, we are going to get the content in the data object. So if there is any error, just return error, otherwise just return data. Here we don't require the else part, because if this executes means if there is error, then it returns the error, otherwise it comes here and return the data. And now how to access this get products method or function inside the index.js. To access the get products function in anywhere in the project, we must export it. So I'm going to create a object literal. So constant product repo equal to, use the key get products. Here I am using the object literal because now we have only single function, but we are going to add another function so that we can add both functions to this object and export the object. Module dot exports equal to, just mention this product repo, and now let us import this product repo inside the index.js and call the get products function. So required we need to mention the relative path. So dot slash and repos slash product repo. And here if you notice, we are not using the .js extension, we just mention the name of the file, constant prod repo. Let us console the result. So now let us guess the output. So what will be the output? Are we going to get the array of JSON data, or are we going to get any error, or are we going to get something else? So node space index.js, and there you go. Now we got the result undefined, and of course we are getting the console log node running, and this is not required. I'm just removing it. Why did we get the undefined? Is there any error while reading the data, or is there any problem with our code? So now let us print it. Take the console.log data node index.js. We got the undefined, null, and we got the data of buffer type, right? So this undefined is nothing but the console log statement that we have in the index.js file. After that, it is printing the null and this buffer data, because this read file executes asynchronously. You can see that asynchronously reads the entire contents of a file. That is the reason the console log statement in index.js printing first, then only the console log statements in read file printing. So there are different ways of handling this read file execution, and we are going to see two simple and possible ways of handling this. The first one is using the callbacks, and the second one is using the promise. So now remove this console log statement, and here you observe we got the buffer data instead of JSON, right? Let us see the first way, that is using the callback functions and solve this problem. So I am gonna have the two callback functions for the get products function. So one is success and another one is failure. When we got the data without any errors, we are gonna call this success callback. So use the success callback, and we're gonna pass the data. We have seen that this data is of type buffer, so we need to convert this back to the JSON. So for that we need to use the JSON.parse method. If you are not aware of JSON and JSON methods, please watch my suggested video. And same way, if there is any error, we need to call the failure callback function. We need to pass the two callback functions to get products function. Let us call prod repo dot get products. You can see that it is expecting the two parameters, one is success and another one is failure. And you can use the arrow functions again, and this is for success callback, and let us write another function, and this is for failure callback. And when the read file execution is successful, we are calling the callback function success and passing the data. So we are gonna receive the data here. When there is error, failure callback function is called and error being passed to the failure function. So here we are gonna get error console.log data, and now let us run it. Node space index.js. There you go. So now we got the array of JSON data instead of any undefined or any buffer data. Instead of writing the code like this, you can beautify the code. So what you can do, constant success, you can give any name. Let's just copy this entire function, cut it and use it here, and same way paste it, and here you use failure, just remove entire thing and just pass success. Now just execute the node, and there you go. So you got the same result, and this code looks very beautiful compared to the previous code. And now let us use the promises to achieve the same result. Copy this and comment this code. So let us create promise, constant promise, and new promise. If you are new to the promise, please watch my suggested video where I explain promises from the basics to advanced level. Promise will have the executor function, and this executor function will have the two functions again, resolve and reject. Take this entire code of reading the file and paste it here, and before that, whenever you create the promise, just return it. So return promise, so that we don't forget to return the promise. And after that, here instead of using the failure and success, I'm going to remove these two callback functions now, because we don't require these two callback functions now. and instead of failure success we are going to use this resolve when it is success and reject when it is failure. Save it. Now let us go to the index.js. So we are going to implement in different way. So what we need to do now, just comment this code, call this function again. So get products, and now get products returns the promise. So we need to consume the promise. For that, enter then and write the callback function where it is accepting the data. So here we get the data if it is successful, otherwise we are going to implement the catch to receive the error. And same console log data here and console.log error. So now same way, go to the terminal and execute it again. So node space index.js. So there you go, you get the JSON data again and there are no errors. So if you observe, this code in the then and catch are similar to success and failure. So I just written the code like this to explain you how we consume the promise and how the then method and catch method looks. So now you can use the same success method because this is equal to the success method and this is equal to our failure method. We have the same code. So just to remove this, we can simply have the success and you can simply have the failure. So this is called attaching the handlers. So this is one handler and this is one handler, and we are attaching them to the then and catch methods. And now we have seen that how to read the content from the JSON file. Now let us see how to write the content back to the JSON file. So let us create the another function called constant create products equal to, and again we are going to use this arrow function. So I am going to copy this entire function. Here I am going to use this promise and delete this read file code. So instead of read, now this time write content to file. So when you are writing the content to the JSON file, what we need to do, first we need to read the JSON array and then we need to push our content, then we need to write the entire JSON array to the file. So now we have the get products method which will give us the JSON array. So let us implement that one here. So get products and call then method, and in that we are gonna get array of JSON data. So data, otherwise we are gonna get catch error. So same thing, and here we need to implement the logic to write the code. So once you got the data, now we get the array of JSON data, we know that. So constant products equal to data, and once you got the data, and this create products will always receive the product, right? So product. So once we got the array of JSON data, we are gonna push our product. So products dot push of product fs write file, and this is gonna take the file path and we need to provide our array data. So here we need to stringify our JSON data. So JSON dot stringify of products. So we are stringifying this array of JSON data before we write into the JSON file. So this write file function is having the, so this write file function having the callback function which will give us the error if there is any problem while writing content to the file. So here mention error, if error, then what we need to do, we need to reject it. So use this reject and we are gonna pass error, otherwise we are gonna resolve it. So take the resolve, create a object, key message and value product created successfully, and here also in the catch block we are gonna use this reject. If there is any error while reading the file, that error we are gonna catch here. And now this code is very simple. First we are reading the JSON array, and after that we are pushing the product to the JSON array, and then we are writing that to JSON file. So let us name it as create product. So before we calling this create product in the index.js, we must export it. So as I said earlier, we created this object literal to export the read and write products. So use the create product and create product, and again here these keys names can be anything, but this function name should be same as our function names. So here I'm gonna copy these and comment it, control KC to comment. Create one product object. So product equal to, and we have the JSON data, right? So let us take one sample data. Here instead of sliced lemons, let's say mangoes, and here let us change the description so that we can identify the product that we created newly. Call the create product instead of get product here, and we need to pass this product. Inside the then function we are calling the success function so that we can log the message, and in the catch function failure function we called so that we can log the error. So now let's go to terminal and node space index.js, enter. There you go, we got the error unexpected token, right? There is some error like JSON stringify, so there is some syntax error here. Sorry, this callback function is wrong actually, syntax callback function, and mention the error object here, save it, and let's go and run it again. There you go, product created successfully. So we got the successful message, and let's go and see our JSON file, and whenever the JSON file is modified you can see that format will be changed, and just right click and format document, go to the end. So at the end of file we can see the object that we created. So title / mangoes and description created newly. So this way you can read the content and write the content from or to the JSON file. We just implemented read and create functionalities, but these functions should be exposed as services so that front-end applications can use them to read the data or write the data. So to expose them as a services, we need to create the HTTP request like get request and post request. So I have created a REST API video where I implemented the CRUD operations like get, post, put, delete methods I implemented. Please watch that video, that is very useful. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for all the updates.